Hi there, it's Carol Doherty, and I'm here today to talk about overcoming those nerves and taking that chance. This week, I've been focusing on being brave and taking chances, particularly when it comes to your career in STEM and how that can benefit you. And ironically, today I'm scheduled for a virtual networking event for a professional society, um, the new chapter that I'm in. I moved last year, so it's a new local chapter. I know no one, to the best of my knowledge, that's in the group, and there's a virtual networking event tonight, and I'm looking for excuses not to go. I've been dragging my feet and just looking for excuses. And as I stopped and was working on the information for my chat tomorrow in the Midweek Madness break, the career conversations with women in STEM, I realized that what was going on was I was nervous. I was afraid to take that chance and kind of jump into this new local chapter of a group that I've been a member of for, I don't know, 10 years. And I've had great experiences with every interaction in any local that I've been involved in. So why am I afraid? Well, I'm not a fan of networking. I don't like being in a room with a lot of people I don't know. And all of that kind of, quite honestly, freaks me out. So I was looking for excuses. And it's like, well, wait a minute. If I'm encouraging women to be bold, brave, and take chances, why am I holding back? Why am I letting myself off hook? So I stopped and kind of collected my thoughts again and realized that there are three really easy steps that help you overcome those nerves. And if the first one is just breathe. Take some real deep breaths, let them out. Breathe in some calm and breathe out the nerves. Make sure you're doing diaphragmatic breathing where if you put your hands on your belly button, you should be moving your belly button. Take deep breaths and really release it and just stop and breathe. If we get nervous and all, our breathing gets more shallow. So forcing those deep breaths help calm us down. And then once you've calmed down, reconnect with why you signed up or volunteered or agreed to whatever it is you're doing. For me, why did I sign up for this networking event? Well, I've been here a little over a year. The pandemic is letting up. It's time to start making connections here. Okay, there's a reason why I did this. The people I've ever met through the group have been awesome. I need to do this. So breathe deep, reconnect. Okay, I signed up for it because I want to start meeting some new people. Okay, I can't do that if I don't show up. So move forward. So reconnecting with why I thought this was a great idea in the first place. And then the third thing to do is start asking yourself questions. In my case, well, what would happen if I don't show up? What's the worst case scenario if I don't show up? I don't meet anybody. What's the worst scenario if I do show up? I don't like the people that are there. My voice goes out. My voice has been sketchy this week and over the weekend. My voice goes out. Whatever. I don't die. There's nothing major about it. So I can just do it. If I don't like the people, I don't ever show up again. So what? There's no investment. I don't have to drive anywhere. I sit here at my computer on my camera. No risk. And then stop and ask yourself, well, what could go right? What's the positives if I skip out? Well, then I get to go have dinner with my family. I can do that tomorrow night. My husband will probably be running late, and the kid has an evening job, so he probably won't be around. So, yeah, I could maybe, but it won't work there either. So, and what's the positive if I do go? Well, I could meet some great people. I start making connections in my new area. That would be awesome. So again, Why did I want to do this? I want to make connections. So breathe and go ahead and do it. What's really happening here is when your nerves get the better of you, and networking makes me uncomfortable. Always has. I don't like being in big groups of people that I don't know. Now, if you put me up on the stage, I can get up there and talk. But you want me to mingle? The introvert in me is not thrilled with this. So I'm uncomfortable with that. And my fight or flight kicks in. The amygdala, my emotional memory center, kicks in, and it gets me in that fight or flight mode. And I want to flee. I want to run opposite direction, not log on. To get over that, you need to get kind of that neocortex, the front portion of your brain, engaged. Your frontal lobe, your thinking brain. So to do that, that's why you ask questions. You're stopping focusing on the feelings and you're starting asking questions. You're starting to think and apply logic and reason. You can't really do both at the same time. Honor the feelings. You feel what you feel. Okay, I'm nervous about this. It's the first time I'm ever doing something like this. It's okay to be nervous. And yet there's benefits for doing it. So it's to move on and move past it. So when you find yourself nervous and afraid to take steps, you're nervous because it matters. It's important to you. It's something you care about. So instead of worrying about that, ask yourself the questions about what could go right. Breathe. Reconnect with the reasons you're doing this. Maybe you volunteered for a project. That's okay. You can do that too. I know there were plenty of times throughout my career as an engineer that I would walk in and I'd be like the lowest level person in the room or the only woman in the room. And people then are all looking at you like, why are you here? What are you doing? You don't belong. And I think that's probably where some of my fear of networking comes from, because I dealt with this at work. It's not fair. It's not true. It's not anything traumatic, but I feel that way. So, okay, I feel that way, and I can get through it. I've done that 100 times too. So you move forward. What did you do? Why did you agree to this? Why did you sign up for it? If you were volunteered, why did you say, okay, I'll take that on? Think about that. Breathe deep. Ask, what's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Remember your goals and why you wanted to do it in the first place. And then go ahead, take the chance, be brave. You can do it. You've got it. Now, I've got to go get ready for a networking event. We'll see you later.